Marketplace too good to be true? You're damn right. $200 got me an AC recovery machine, right? Yeah, the guy plugged it in, turned it on, and the screen lit up. Okay, no big deal. I'm taking off my gloves right now. Screen turned on, no problem. I really didn't have a vehicle to test it on. So I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, 200 bucks. It's an AC recovery machine, right? And it's a nice one, you know, it's a Robinair, it's 2019. But I go to hook it up to my truck, and I find out that, you know, the screen turns on and everything, or not everything, but it clicks and it seems like it's cycling, but nothing's happening. So I take off the cover, and I'm kind of looking around, and I'm probing around here. I got my little multimaster here, the little multimeter, not multimaster, just a multimeter. Yeah, it's been a long day. And I hear it click, and then I hear, oh shoot, I'll show you. There you go. The aftermarket switch. Display comes on. No. Let's do a recovery. No, you don't want to. No fill tank. Select function, recover. It's hooked up. Hear that? It'll click on. Now, you hear that? Where the fan gets loaded when it clicks. So that's a red flag right there. So that means that there's more of an amp draw than what should be there. So I'm like, all right, so I got my multimeter. I started probing the switch right here. And I'm like, well, the switch is working, but I'm losing I'm getting a real big voltage draw from it. And I'm feeling this, and this is getting warm. And then I started, you know, checking the fittings here and find out that these are hand tight. Okay, someone had this off before. And then when I first took these off, some steam was coming out of there, and I'm like, oh boy. And guess what? It has burnt electrical smell. So I'll bet you that this is a lot of money. I don't know how much it is, but I'm gonna figure this thing out and go from there. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna test the motor, and that's that. I mean, it's a single phase. It's a 50 hertz, 116 volt motor that's in there. If I determine that compressor is bad, I'll just saw it in half and take a look inside and just go from there. So we'll see. Oh, and an easy way to test all these, okay, this may look like a bunch of garbled mess here, but it really isn't, okay? These are just pressure sensors. These are easy enough to test, but these right here, these solenoids, okay, when you feed voltage to them, they should have a magnetic field. So disconnect these and test them one by one, and put a piece of metal up against it. If it pulls, then you know that the solenoid is working, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the plunger inside is not stuck, or it's operating, or it's not stuck open. Some of these are normally open, and some of these are normally closed, and some of these are neutral. It's a good it's good to know what kind of solenoid you're working on. And they got these for hydraulic systems. So, and I'm pretty familiar with hydraulics. That's about it. So I'm going to get to it. I still smell that burnt smell, so I already know what it is, but I'm still going to check it out. Oh, jeez. There you go. Forgot I had that on. All right, so here we go. It's up. A little bit of cattywampus finagling. And let's see what this looks like here. Let me hold on. Here I am. It really doesn't smell good. I'm pretty sure it's burnt, but yeah. All right. So you get the idea. It's not a good sign. Let's test this, okay? I'm going to show you guys how to test these. They're real simple, okay? It's your little piece of scrap paper. You can actually just do this in your head, but all right, these 3 terminals here, okay? When you look at these oil compressors, these refrigerant oil-filled compressors, you're going to see 3 nipples here, okay? Or 3 posts, okay? This top post, okay, right there, that's your common. This left post here, this is your start. And this post right here on the right, when you're looking at it, this is your run. How do you test this? Easy. Get your your meter here. Put it on your ohms. Put the common on the common, the black on the common. Put it on the your red on the start. Take your reading. I got 7.1. 7.0. Let's just say 7. Next, put it on the run. I got 2.1, 2.0, 1.9, 1.8, 1.8. All right, so 1.8. Okay, now here's where it gets really complicated, because what you have to do is you got to add this, okay? 8.8. So you got 8.8. Go to your start, go to your run, take your reading. .9. We're a little bit off. All right. Tired of this. Just running around, rigmarole. Do not try this at home. Okay? Well, that's not a good sign. All right. So the compressor hums and it doesn't compress. So what's next to do? The readings add up to where it should be running, but the fact that the oil's burnt, it smells burnt, and it just hums, it doesn't actually run the compressor, we're going to saw it open. Oh yeah, it's burnt. I can smell it. All right. Here's your pump. Here's your compressor, your actual compressor. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. Yeah, compressor's bad. Ooh, that's hot. See that? It got so, the windings got so hot. It melted. Yeah, it's done. So these motors right here, these are really good motors, all right, and they last a long, long time. So I'm willing to bet that the problem with this is going to be a frozen compressor here. Oh yeah. Yep. See that? It's still hot. See that? There's your compressor. It's frozen. Yeah, it's burned pretty bad. Oh yeah. See, here's your little compressor here. Some gun is hot. So that's how it works. That's how you see how it just melted. This got so hot it just melted everything. So yeah, if you guys ever have a chance to rebuild one of these, they're actually pretty simple. I know it seems like a lot, but it's actually not that hard to do. And once you rebuild one, you're like, oh, that was relatively easy. Oh, damn, it's hot. These are U-shaped, and you just these sleeves right here, these just slide out. Once you get these straight and these copper windings pulled out, those sleeves will just pull out. It's just basically insulators. Guys, this is really, really hot. And so that's why when you take your start and your run coil, you're testing your start and your run coil, that's why both of those add up to both of the start and run together, okay? So, I mean, this is basically a simple, it's basically a simple design. Yeah, once you get these all wound up, feed them through, insulate them. It's actually an ingenious design. Okay, so squeeze these, push them in, okay, like so. Squeeze it, push, and then pull these out. Now these are rolled right there, kind of rolled, and that's to protect the wire. Because remember, this isn't just bare copper, this is insulated copper. And you can't expose that, okay? It's got to be insulated. Here's the compressor. Okay, that's it. That's all it is. Simple. Here's your reed. You see how the reed got bent, or it got smoked, overheated, melted. Yep, that's why it failed. Wonder if we could stroke this, huh? Think we can bore it and stroke it. All right, this is going into the copper connex. It's almost full. And that's it. Till next time, guys. Go short circuit something.